University of York. This is the Research Room.
Hello and welcome back to the Research Room with me, Lucy Ather.
And me, Janine Healy.
And today we're going back again to a trial that we've covered before. So BioDrive is what we're talking about today. So if you haven't listened to our BioDrive episode, I suggest you go back now and have a look. It was episode 3 and have a listen to that, and that'll give you a really good background. And then come back to this one. So today we are talking all about public and patient involvement on the BioDrive study. And we have with us Dr. Samantha Brady, who is the trial manager on the trial. Welcome to the Research Room.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So first of all, could you remind us about the BioDrive trial and kind of what it was?
Yeah, sure. So in a nutshell, we are recruiting patients who have acute leukemias, and the standard of care approach is to give people with acute leukemia antifungal prophylaxis, and we are testing to see whether blood test biomarkers can pick up signs of invasive fungal infection. That's it in a nutshell. Really.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I remember it was all about fungal infections and blood tests to try and
Yes, that's right.
catch them.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. Brilliant. And today you're here with 2 very special guests. We have Kate and Mary here with us. Would you like to introduce them for us, Sam?
Yeah. So as part of BioDrive, right from the very start, we have a very engaged and brilliant patient and public advisory group. They've been with us every step along the way. As I think my colleagues David and Lydia mentioned, we have had some challenges. Kate and Mary, as part of our trial management group, have been with us for those challenges and have helped to advise us. So, are 2 of our brilliant members, 2 of 8. I think I'll let you say hello.
Hello to both of you. Welcome to the Research Room.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so we're talking all about patient and public involvement today and all the really useful insights that you've given to the trial and maybe some challenges, and we'll find out all about how you found it. So just to start, could you tell us, how did you get involved with the BioDrive trial?
I got a phone call at home after I'd been discharged from hospital. I got a phone call from the Macmillan nurse that was involved in all the ward rounds. So I got to know her quite well, and she asked if I would be interested. And because I said yes, I would get involved, she said then she would get David to phone, and I had a chat with David, and then I got enrolled into the PPI.
Oh yeah, PAG, Patient Advisory Group, is that? Another acronym. We like acronyms.
Oh, we do, yeah.
Great. And Mary, how did you get involved?
Well, it was following a leukemia diagnosis 11 years ago. I've obviously always been involved in any news, associated with this. And I actually saw, not an advertisement as such, but a type of ad talking about this trial that was going to take place. And one of the questions was, have you been involved in any trials, leukemia? Have you supported anybody with leukemia, or a family or friends? And I thought, right, I'll get in touch, which I did. And I answered some questions, and they came back to me and said, would I like to become a member of the PAG? And then went on to be a member of the TMG.
Brilliant. Yeah. So when you were sort of asked if you wanted to join the PAG, the PAG, what kind of motivated you to say yes?
Well, from my point of view, just anything that I can do to help raise awareness, etc. I've always been keen to get involved. And like a sponge, I love to get involved in things. Not everything, but some things particularly. And I'm really keen to learn and find out more, etc.
Yeah. And Kate?
Well, I think it was a way for me to if you like, pay back for all the care that I'd had while I was receiving treatment for my leukemia. And it was to help patients that came after me to improve their treatment.
Yeah, that's a good reason for doing it.
Really great reason, yeah.
Both of you, yeah.
And so being part of BioDrive, what has that been like then? Is it what you expected it to be like?
From my point of view, I didn't quite know what to expect. I have been involved in trials because I was actually on a trial when I was diagnosed. I was diagnosed with leukemia and went on to a trial. So from that point of view, I know what happened to me, and it went from there. And as Kate says, it was a case of giving back because I'd received such wonderful treatment and care, and I couldn't really fault it at all. So yes, I was. I wanted to do something, and I wanted to get involved, and I thought this is a way of doing it. It's been different because obviously I haven't been involved in anything like this before, but it's been a huge learning curve, massive learning curve. Simple expressions and, as you say, acronyms and so on.
Yes,
there's lots of acronyms to learn, I think, in research.
But it's a new language, isn't it?
Yes, but it was good from the point of view that a glossary was developed. And for people coming along who might not sufficiently understand these terms. And I'm a person that asks questions anyway. So, some people are frightened, don't know what to say, and just go along with the flow, and that's really not the way it should be.
Yeah.
You've got to ask questions.
Definitely. Well, I think it can be quite intimidating. I think if you have no background in research at all, you've never really been involved with it, coming into a kind of big trial from kind of universities and big organizations, you can see that it can be a bit scary, really.
Yeah.
But, that sounds like a good...
Yeah. I think daunting's the word,
it can
because
be.
you don't know what to expect. And you suddenly, sometimes you think, what am I doing here? But it's been good so far.
Yeah, good. And Kate?
I didn't have any expectations. I didn't know what to expect of the meetings, of what I would get involved in. And it's been a pleasure to be involved in it. And it's, like Mary said, it's been a bit of an eye-opener. There's an awful lot that I think we've helped with, and I've really enjoyed being able to give back.
Yeah. And had you had any experience of research before?
None at all.
No.
So you've not been in a trial or anything?
No, apparently I presented too late at the hospital on my initial diagnosis because I arrived on a Thursday. They didn't have time to turn around the diagnosis before starting chemo.
Oh, okay.
So I couldn't go on a trial.
Ah, okay.
Right, so this is your first experience of a trial?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what sort of things have you been involved in as part of the patient advisory group? And how has your involvement sort of shaped the study in a way?
Well, we initially, when we got together, we started talking about the patient leaflet that is given out to the patients at the beginning. And we spent quite a bit of time with that, tweaking the language, looking at how it's introduced the trial to people that may not have a scientific background. So that all of that was discussed, and I think it went back to the drawing board 2 or 3 times to be tweaked, and we were all talking about it, discussing it, and deciding what we thought was the best way to go forward with it.
So when you say the patient leaflet, that's what you give to people that are, you think might be able to go on the trial, isn't it? That's quite an important document, isn't it, really?
It is. It's like their introduction to the trial and what the hope is for the trial.
Yeah, I think that's always a really great thing to get PPI involvement in, because obviously you've got the insight from a patient point of view, and it can be really easy as a researcher to kind of write it from maybe a bit more of an academic point of view or a bit more clinical. So it's really good to get that insight from patients.
I think we also talked about the fact that a lot of people get the diagnosis and then have to start treatment very quickly. And so people are given a leaflet that if it's too complicated, they can't take it on board. And therefore, it had to be the right level to be acceptable to quite a lot of people.
Yeah, but sort of specifically for a kind of leukemia diagnosis, you're probably getting loads of information all at the same time. So you need it to kind of be really clear and in language that's kind of appropriate and not too much.
Yeah, absolutely. Some people, I think, probably feel like burying their head in the sand.
Yeah.
Whereas you've got to take it on board and it's real, it's happening. So it was just something that it was interesting the way we came to the final result of the leaflet. It was all discussed at length.
Yeah, yeah.
How long did it take you to sort of do that then? How much of your time? Sorry, I'm thinking.
Well, we had meetings on a regular basis in those early days. I wouldn't like to say how long we spent on it, actually. Mary might be able to tell me.
No, I can't remember exactly how long it took, but the other thing is that we're all very different, all from different backgrounds, and therefore it's got to be at a level that everybody can understand,
Yeah.
you know, and after all, it is the information that's given to patients. So it's got to be understandable, acceptable.
Yeah, because they've got to make an informed choice of whether they go on the trial or not.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. And Mary, you were on the TMG, which is the trial management group.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Well, at first it was a little bit daunting because it was something new, very different. And despite the fact that I'd had some academic background, I felt a little bit uneasy at first. But once I met the team, it became much easier. And everybody was lovely. You know, we were told we were allowed to ask questions, anything we didn't understand. So it became easier as time goes by. It's like everything, isn't it? You know?
It isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And
because they were so nice as well, helped you.
Yeah, well, this is it, yes. No, everybody was very friendly and made us feel at ease. Because at the end of the day, well, I can't speak for Kate, but I'm just an ordinary lay person. But these are the people we're trying to help.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
That's
Yes.
right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's why you need people on the PPI.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
very important. Not ordinary at all. Very important.
Yeah, important. Yeah, it should be. Yeah. So, what other things have you been involved with the group?
Well, I think with being part of the TMG as well as the PAG,
Yeah.
or PPI,
Yeah.
we've done a variety of different things. We've helped with writing some of the commentary back to the funder,
Oh, right.
and then we've had some training on the PAG. We got some feedback from one of the researchers, the qualitative. She gave us some of her sort of a sum up of what she'd found in when she was doing her research, talking to patients, talking to staff who were delivering the trial.
Okay.
So that was nice to find out from her what she'd been working on.
That's nice, though, to hear the results back after you've been working on it for a while. It's always nice that does get fed back to you.
Yeah, well, I think that's something that we've been fortunate enough right the way through, that there's been evidence that's been put through to the TMG, and Mary and I have been fortunate enough to see it in there. It's not all sent to the PPI group, but we've had the benefit of looking at how it's going, what's happening, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that must be really interesting. So, you know, you bet you're quite more involved with the trial if you know what's going on. And
Incredibly interesting, down to some of the side research projects that have gone on as a result. I mean, we got information that we probably wouldn't have been party to if we hadn't been on the TMG.
Yeah.
So it's been incredibly interesting.
Yeah, we also were privy to a possible change or adaptation in the trial. And I'm afraid I said what I thought.
quite right too.
That it would probably skew for the want of a better word, the results, and it was taken on board, wasn't it?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So you spotted something that they'd designed in the trial that would make it quite as good as a trial as it should be.
Well, it was something that concerned me, and I just raised my topic.
Yeah.
And Yeah, so you do feel as though what you're saying and your input is valued and listened to.
Oh, yeah, quite
Yes,
rightly.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we are encouraged to ask questions if there's something that we don't understand in the TMG when they're talking about something that we don't understand. We can ask questions. We get asked at the end if we've got any further points we want to raise. So it's really comforting to know that you have a valid place in the
definitely.
group.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I think PPI members are always a really key, really important member of the team. So that's really good that you obviously felt that. And
So have you had any special events that you've had?
We've had Investigators Day where 2 members of the PPI were invited to record a session in a fireside chat.
oh,
And
what is that?
we were talking about what was important to us and how our diagnosis, etc., and our involvement and what we would like as an outcome from the trial.
Were you, so you were sat round the fireside?
No, it was an imaginary fireside.
Oh, you disappointed
that's a
me.
shame.
That was the illusion, that it was meant to be a comfortable, laid-back discussion
I
sat
see.
by the fireside. But we were sat talking over Zoom,
Right.
Okay.
Well,
and then it was put together.
Yeah.
well, that's fine. I mean, we sat round here having a nice little chat, aren't we? So-
Yeah. Oh. And that went on the website. So is that a sort of advertisement almost, or a kind of bit of information for participants?
It was a bit of both, I
Yeah.
believe. One of the things that we did discuss was turnaround time for test results. Some of the turnaround times were a little longer than
Oh, yes. I
Was
remember, I think Lydia and
required.
David were talking about that was a bit of a challenge.
Yes. So that was something that was put on we discussed it in the fireside chat, and then I think it went on as a guide to try and encourage people maybe to reduce their
Oh, yeah.
turnaround times.
Yeah. Lovely. Were you on the fireside chat as well, Mary?
No, I was invited, but I wasn't. Well, it wasn't I wasn't able to do it, but I didn't feel, let's say, sufficiently confident at the time. But another point is the trial has to report to the funder at varying points. We were involved in writing some of the report. We were given from our point of view as PP people, PPI people. So yes, that was quite encouraging, shall we say?
Yeah,
because
that's really good.
because at least again, you felt you did have some value, and therefore, it encouraged me personally to. Right, I'm not as thick as I thought I was. You probably want to edit that, but
no, we'll leave it in.
Yeah, I think that one. I like it.
But no, it was actually a good boost.
Yeah.
To be able to do that, and obviously they're not going to send anything that's not worthy of the trial.
Yeah.
So it must have been reasonably accepted.
Yeah, I'm
that's
sure it
good.
was.
Well,
Yeah.
It's really good that you actually had some input in some in their output.
In a report, input in their output.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So, thinking about being involved in the PAG, what are the key things that you think researchers should consider when they're working with patients and members of the public when kind of undertaking research?
Well, from my point of view, when I was diagnosed, it was the speed at which it all happened, because I saw my GP at 7:30 in the morning, and I was a patient in the hospital at 1:20 in the afternoon.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's quick.
And my chemotherapy started the following week.
Wow.
And so, but I was given no information at all apart from it was a trial.
Gosh.
I should do it.
Really?
Yeah, I should do it for my benefit, obviously, because I was at a crucial stage within the illness, and it was detrimental that I did it now.
Right.
And apart from that, I didn't get any more information until I was actually on the trial and going through it. And even then, it was very little information for me came through it all. There were no patient leaflets, advice or anything else, you see.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. And I was an inpatient for 6 weeks. But in that time, I can't fault the treatment or care that I had.
Yeah.
They were absolutely amazing. But we're going back a long time.
Yeah. So this wasn't BioDrive. This was a trial that you were on previously.
So this is why I think this is so important. And for clinicians to understand what we've already said about patients being, we're not all the same, but we all do need to have the information at one level.
Yeah.
So, so that it's understandable. And I think they need to also remember that they need to know that the patient understands, not just something given to them and expected to understand.
Yeah.
It's that's very important. And I think it's also important for them to be able to know, the patient to know what's going to happen along the way, you know, because otherwise it's a waiting game, and I never knew what was going to happen the next day. So it was always a case of, when you saw somebody coming towards you, you didn't know what they were going to do.
Yeah.
So it was quite a worry.
Yeah. So you're obviously able to take all your kind of experiences from that trial and then when you're on the PPI for this, I've got loads of ideas from this one.
Well, it's you can, I think, well, in my opinion, it helps to influence the powers that be to understand where the patient's coming from and what they need.
Yeah,
because it is important.
It's really important.
It is.
It's one of the most important things.
It is, isn't it? They've got to understand what you're signing up to. Really, it's the whole point of.
Well, there was 2 people on my ward pulled out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They pulled out and just said he couldn't take it anymore. So I do think that is important.
You've explained really the importance of why you need people from the public involved in clinical trials.
Yes.
Yeah. And anything from you, Kate?
No, just to go along with what Mary was saying, you use your own experiences to help with what's going on, to suggest that people that are diagnosed often have very little time to absorb information. So it has to be perhaps concise and quite clear.
Yeah.
And also not everybody's got an academic medical background, so it has to be in language that they can understand.
Yeah. Any top tips for researchers?
Well, I think first of all, I would say realising that everybody's different.
Yeah.
And that you've got to have one level, an acceptable level, obviously.
Yeah.
And also to be sure that the patient has understood. And it's not just lip service.
Yeah.
Because some people just say yes just to think, I better say that, It's difficult, really. But as I say, my experience from the point of view of the staff, the trial was very, very good.
Yeah.
And couldn't fault them. They couldn't do enough for me. But it was just the lack of information.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I used to worry a lot.
Yeah, this was on your trial 11 years ago, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lots of information.
Not the one you've been helping.
Oh, not BioDrive.
Just thought we'd clear that up. Yes. They've listened to everything you said and changed things,
Yes.
I think one thing is that they have to remember that the patient is at the end of the process, which whatever they aim to put out at the end of the trial, it's the patient that benefits or doesn't benefit if it doesn't get completed or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. I think you always have to remember why we're even doing this trial, why we're doing the research. It's always about the patient at the end of the day. It's trying to improve the life of people in your kind of target population.
That's right.
Do you think it's important for patients and members of the public to get involved in research? And if so, why is it important?
I think it is important because everybody, depending on whatever background you have, you've got something to give. You may not know it at the time, but you have something that can help move something along, move the goalposts or move the end result or whatever. But you've got experiences, whichever background you come from.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. it is important.
What we do, I think, is we have the patient's voice.
Yeah.
Whenever we make suggestions, it's from a patient's point of view, because we've been there, we've experienced the leukemia and the treatment, and therefore we might have a bit of an inkling in how things might feel.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we particularly feel that it's important that we've got involved.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, it's really important. I think you've got a really unique point of view. And as someone designing a trial, I'm never going to know what it feels like to be the patient at the end of it. So it's a really, really important insight, I think.
And I think that's why it's important for the public and patients to join research projects.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, research is the future, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It
Yes,
is,
it
yeah.
is. And without it, we've got nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very important. And the views of patients is, well, without the views of patients, the clinicians wouldn't know. They live in a world of clinical terms, etc.
Yeah.
And without the patient input, they probably wouldn't realise this. I'm not saying that they wouldn't entirely, but we hopefully we are the patient voice, and that we put these things to the fore and give them some provenance.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It sounds like you found it really rewarding as well. Is that?
Well, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I feel as though I'm helping to benefit other people, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, definitely. So what would you say to people who are thinking about maybe getting involved in research?
Well, I would say definitely do it.
Yeah.
Because it is rewarding knowing that you're actually making a difference. And as Kate said, it's the people who are coming on behind us that we're trying to, I won't say make it easier, because it's not an easy journey at all.
No.
But make it easier to accept and understand.
Okay, what would you say?
Well, I think I would say that it's important to be counted, to stand up and be counted, because if you are always on the back foot complaining, do something about it.
Yeah.
Get involved.
Yeah,
definitely.
And I think I've definitely found it incredibly rewarding. I've enjoyed all my experiences with both the TMG and the PAG. And I think people, they're afraid of the unknown.
Yeah.
They're not sure. They think probably that research is only for academics.
Yeah.
And I think that's
definitely not.
Well, I'm not particularly a medical academic, so therefore, no, it's not.
How much of your time does it take? So if we're trying to sell it to people in the public,
It varies depending on what meetings we've got, what reports we need to think about, read, maybe comment on. And I wouldn't say it takes a huge amount of time, but it's doable.
Yeah. And is it something I guess you could do around like a full-time job? Like it's not like you need days and days of your week or anything.
Most definitely. There's never a deadline for looking at something and responding. There's never, I need this back by 3:00 in the afternoon or anything like that. It's could you look at this please, and can we have your thoughts or something like that. So you've got time to read it, to think about it, then to respond. And it's definitely doable around a full-time job or a family.
Yeah.
That's good. So now we have a hat with some random questions that we're going to ask you. The random researching questions. Well, for you, it'll be PPI research questions.
Yeah. We'll do 5, shall we?
Yeah. Oh, 5.
Well, we'll see how we go.
We'll see how we go. So what is your go-to snack or drink when you're deep in research mode? So it's basically when you're looking at the PPI stuff.
Water.
Water.
Oh, water. Healthy.
I was going to say it's either tea or water.
I
that's
like a
it.
cup of tea.
Yes.
I don't tend to eat anything.
No.
I think the worst thing you could do is sit eating something. You'd have to put your camera off.
Oh, in the meeting. Yeah,
In the meeting.
True,
Yes, of
actually,
course. Yes. We can't be doing that now.
Okay. So this is in the PPI work, but also just in your life, if you'd rather. What's one thing you wish you had more time to spend on?
Just one thing is an incredibly difficult to narrow down.
Yeah.
It's a really
That's
difficult
true.
question.
Just off the top of your head.
I think
I don't
one
know,
thing,
really.
if my children could be babies for longer,
Oh.
I would love that stage. But
Yeah.
they're both grown up now.
Oh, that's a nice one.
That is a nice one.
Because I'm retired, so I can do.
Oh, so you've got all
You
the
do what
time
you
in the
want.
world.
Yeah, I can do what I want when I want.
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
But yeah, it's there's nothing in particular. If there's something I wanted to pursue, I would do it.
You just do it.
Yes.
Love it. Well,
Yes.
there you go.
You don't need it. Yeah, that's good.
Or learn more, I would say. Learn more, learn and understand more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Learn
Oh,
and
that's a
understand
great
more.
one.
Yeah.
That is a good one. What's one thing you wish you knew earlier before you started working on the PPI stuff?
For me, I would say nothing really, because it's as far as I'm concerned, it's something I learn. Something I learn along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you develop on your experience and information that you are given.
Yeah.
But I would say there's nothing I would
Yeah.
wish I'd known earlier, because it all just follows on, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's good that the BioDrive team have obviously
Yes.
made you feel like you didn't need to know
Yeah.
anything before you came on. And
yeah,
you
but
just-
once you've been through the experience of having had leukemia and the clinical trial, and then going on to learn more about research.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think there's anything that I would have felt the need to learn before.
Yeah.
Because I think it's been well explained to us what we've been required to do. It's been an experience that you've learned as you've gone along.
Yeah.
And it's been a pleasure to learn.
Oh,
Oh,
brilliant.
that's great.
What's your favourite part of being on the PPI group?
I think the meetings.
Yeah.
Mary and I usually log on a bit early and have a bit of a quick
Do
chat.
you?
Oh, that's nice.
Before other people join on. What's the weather like and things like
Oh,
that.
nice.
But no, the meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I suppose you've made new friends, really, haven't you, as well, sort of thing. Yeah.
Well, yes, it is. We've met new people, as Kate said. You feel almost friends,
Yeah.
although you don't see. Well, this is the first time we've met, isn't it?
It
Oh,
is,
yes,
yes.
of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, it's. I've forgotten the question now.
So right, actually, what
it
was the question?
what's your favourite part of being on the PAG?
I think it's learning for me.
Yeah.
The learning and well, hopefully, consequent understanding. And seeing results. Sort of positives.
Yeah.
Along the way, and knowing that you've been a tiny, minute part of it.
Yeah.
So it makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that's really rewarding, to feel part of the research.
Yeah. It's well, this is it. I think that's important to me, because well, I know none of us want to waste our time.
Oh.
We haven't got time to waste. But no, I do think that's important.
Yeah.
Yes,
Which emoji best represents patient and public involvement?
the one with the question mark attached.
Oh yeah. The puzzles
The one,
face.
the one with your fingers underneath your chin.
Oh yeah, the one that's like
Quite studious. I think.
Oh, yeah.
I like that because you think
Yeah, I like
really
that.
thinking of
Yes,
things.
I think that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That sounds good to it.
Okay, if being on the PPI panel had a catchphrase, what would it be? Is there anything you kind of find yourself thinking all the time or saying all the time?
Never give up hope.
That's a great one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
No, it is important,
Yeah,
and that's what it's all about.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
I think the word with me, research,
Mm,
which is obviously what it's all about.
yeah.
It's a word that a lot of people, myself included, at the beginning, yes, I thought I knew what research was, but I've learned so much along the way and didn't realise that I always say to people, if I was asked what research was, I would say investigation. Stop.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not. It's so much more, isn't it? It is. It's so much more, and I think that's something else that needs to be got out there to get people more involved. Because I don't think, like myself, there was it's sufficiently understood.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, our everyday lives. I mean, it's pivotal to our everyday lives, isn't it? Research.
Yeah, it is.
From the toothpaste you use to the clothes you wear, the house you buy.
Yeah.
But we don't realise that.
Yeah.
And I think it would sort of gradually ease research in a little bit better if we maybe took that approach, you know. I don't know.
Talked about it more.
Yeah, talked about it and explained it more so that the public could understand it. Oh, I'm already involved in research.
Yeah.
I hadn't realised that, you know.
Yeah.
I think this is quite important, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a really good thing about PPI is kind of bringing it out of like something that only happens in a university with kind of academics and bringing it more into the kind of everyday life.
And some people shy off from research straight away as soon as they hear the word.
Yeah.
Because they go, oh, I know nothing about that.
Yeah,
because I think they think it's associated with academics.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Don't they?
And research, when I talk about some things I do, and I talk about research and clinical trials and things, and people think, oh, needles, you know, they do, and they think, I'm going to be prodded and poked, and, you know, I say, no, well, yes, sometimes it is. I'm going to say it is. But generally speaking, it's not always like that.
Yeah.
And it's the learning and the outcome, isn't it?
Yeah.
And hopefully good outcomes.
Yeah. Fantastic. Oh, well, thank you so much for coming to join us in the research room today.
Thank you.
I've learned loads and it was really, really nice to meet you. And
lovely
chat
to meet you
about
both,
that. And hopefully people listening to this might want to get involved with research, with public and patient involvement. I think there's lots of places you can go. Sam, you might be able to tell us where people can go to get involved.
Yeah, absolutely. So at York, we have involvement at York. So if you give that a Google, or that homepage will come up, and we have a register of people that you can join if you're interested in getting involved. And obviously, depending on the target population we're looking for and the condition, someone might be in touch that way. And there's also, you can have a look at the Be Part of Research website that is done by the National Institute for Health and Care Research. So you can look for opportunities there or patient and public involvement, or actually to take part in research on there as well.
Brilliant. Thank you. Well, we'll put links and things down in the show notes as well. So you can find out more about BioDrive, about BioDrive PPI, but also about PPI in general and how you can get involved. But thank you so much for coming on the Research Room today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Don't forget to like and follow the Research Room wherever you get your podcasts. And if you'd like to leave us a review, that really helps other people find the podcast.
Does it?
It does, yeah.